Hello everyone, my name is SmoLCatzZ and welcome back to Superflat Survival. It's been a while. I kind of took a break from Superflat videos, but I'm glad to be back. I'm feeling invigorated to once again play Superflat and make this kind of content. So let's get started today. I have some ideas, and those ideas involve making a castle. I think a castle will look really pretty sort of up and back from the rest of our buildings on the terraforming project. It'll give us a nice centerpiece to finish the terraforming around, and it'll sort of make this area feel a little bit complete, because right now it feels very unfinished. Insert cutscene of the back of the terraforming. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm thinking that if you leave the Colosseum, we have this lovely path here of the smooth stone, and then we'll have some stairs that go up, 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 just like that. And we'll have them wind a little bit, but kind of end almost where the sun is right now. So they're not going to go too high up in the air, but they are going to go up. And that brings us to our castle. Just like that. Okay, so we've gotten started on our stairs. So you just walk up this lovely little ramp, and it comes up to sort of a break here. It kind of goes up and around. This will be like a garden in the center, and then we'll kind of go into our castle there. But I'm so annoyed, and I was working on this. I was very much focused on building, except slimes keep spawning, and I'm so tired of slimes in Superflat. I truly am so over slimes. I'm tired of having to build around them. I'm tired of having to get rid of them. I'm tired of having to spawn proof against them. No more slimes. I'm done. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to build a modified version of Ianxofour's Silverfish spawner mob switch. When I say a modified version of a Silverfish spawner mob switch, what I mean is there is a type of mob switch in Minecraft which uses the Silverfish spawner that spawns in an end portal room. What you do with that is you basically stand somewhere, you make a little contraption, and the Silverfish come towards you and are basically pulled into this like water stream, and they climb up some scaffolding and they get stuck. You build a chunk loader, and basically you never go near that stronghold ever again for as long as you shall live. But we're in a super flat world. There's no bamboo. I can't make any scaffolding. So I've been kind of messing around in a creative test world, trying to come up with a different version, and I think I have it using ladders, a little bit of extra water, some glass, and the standard chunk loader that you see in like every single chunk loader design. I will link Ianxofour's video in the description that kind of explains how this all works. And the nice thing is that in the future, if I need to like run our mob spawner, for example, like if I need to run and get more bone meal or more gunpowder or whatever, we literally can just turn it back on. But this should get rid of all the slimes, and it should stop hostile mobs from spawning, so I can stop having to like so aggressively light everything up. So let's go get all of our materials. Alright, so we should be building our portal at 10, -96, and facing the north direction, which north is this way. Oh, so that's actually so easy. We're literally gonna fly, basically, like, straight out. Oh, we're going farther in the... Oh. Interesting. Oh, too far. 10. This way? I had it backwards. -96, facing north. Okay, so this is the center block. No? Of our portal. And we can make this one really small. We don't need it to be big. It's going to be a tiny, tiny baby portal. I am going to put carpet on top so that it doesn't spawn ghasts. And then what we need to do is fly back. Oh, and light the portal and then fly back through and light the portal again. It's kind of like a really weird process. Okay, assuming we've done everything correctly, if I light this portal and I go through, this should be at our terraforming project. Assuming we've done it right. Yes! Alright, here we go. Hopefully I haven't been to this. I don't think I have. What we really need to see is that the spawner is intact. Yes, it is! Excellent. Okay. Also, what a lovely opportunity to look for trims. There it is. Eye armor trim. Also, some books and stuff and paper. Ooh, loots, loots, loots. Another eye armor trim. I would love to trim my armor. That would actually be pretty cool. Just taking a quick opportunity to loot. And we have all of our supplies. So let's grab a bucket of water, a bunch of glass, the rest of the water, these guys, and this, and we can set up the first portion. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down in here and put some water here. Oh, goodbye. All right, quit that. Very rude. I love silverfish. They're really fun. Let's try that again. All right, perfect. Basically, really quick, we need to make a divot there so that we can make water that flows down into a hole. Please stop, Mr. Silverfish. Okay. Right, you can hang out there. I'm gonna ignore you. You're being very annoying. Now, I'm changing out some of these blocks for blocks that silverfish cannot infest, which I think is important. Literally the worst mobs in the whole game. Please. Okay, got all our stuff. This all needs to be glass. Stop, please. Ah. I'm gonna die. Alright. 1, 2, 3. And that's gonna create our water. And then well, one more bucket actually in order to create a 2 more will actually work better. And then nope, I forgot. I need to do 1, 2, 3, and go 1, 2, 3. Excellent. And then I need to hop down in here. Do 1, 2, 3. Okay, and if we stand here, the silverfish are going to basically spawn from that, which we can remove some of these torches we don't need. There we go, and they're gonna start climbing up the ladders, and I'm not really worried about getting that glass. But basically, the bubbles are going to cause them to bounce up and down. As they bounce up and down, they're pathfinding, which is they're trying to walk towards me because we're in survival mode and they want to kill me. They're going to start bouncing up and down, basically get sucked up to the top, and basically be stored here. It's kind of an odd system, but it does work. Alright, so I've got our show chunk borders on. And actually, this is a really interesting case. This spawner is just into another chunk, and usually you would build the chunk loader about 2 chunks away. So I think this is 1. This technically would be 2. So it's a really interesting case. I'm not exactly sure what we do in that case. But I'm gonna bridge over into this second chunk because that feels like the correct thing to do. And if it's wrong, I mean, we'll come back and we'll fix it. And I'm going to really quick light this up so that we don't die. And we're going to build ourselves a very quick little portal so that we can get ourselves into the nether. Just going to use netherrack as my corners because why not? All right, here we go. And we want to replace this and also on this side with a block that can consistently burn. I'm going to light both of those. Let me put some path blocks here. And then I'm going to put a temporary block and a glass block, and that is just to keep me, or really anything important, from getting caught on fire, aka stepping into the fire. Now that our nether portal is running, we're going to actually light the nether portal. And we're going to go on through. And hopefully we don't get a terrible portal spawn. When we were in the overworld, I took a quick screenshot of the coordinates of our portal. And we will use that to make sure that whenever we place our portal on the roof, that it's in the right spot. I also have a ender pearl in my shulker boxes that we'll use to get up onto the roof from here, rather than trying to go all the way back and then fly all the way on the nether roof. It's just really easy to quickly hop onto the roof from where we are. So I'm gonna very quickly get myself up to the top, which shouldn't be too hard. It looks like we're probably pretty... Oh, we're pretty low down in the nether, actually. Oh, that's a pain. Well, oh well, we're just gonna go straight up, which, you know, totally super safe. What could go wrong? Alright, so we need to find a very high up piece of bedrock. Alright, we're standing at 125. And we're on the nether roof. Perfect. And now we can build our portal. And we should be able to link it right back to the one that we built in front of the stronghold. And then we're gonna AFK for a couple of hours until we have enough silverfish. Alright, so there's one more thing that we need that I don't have, which is actually a hopper. I have iron. I just searched every single box that I have and not a single log or chest. So I have to go back into the overworld, and this should link me. Ah, beautiful. We're at our stronghold. Let me really quick grab a chest. I'll just steal this one. Oh, thank you. Free apples. We're gonna make a hopper. Okay. Now fly back over to our chunk loading machine. Now that we have a hopper, let's go back through. This will take us to the nether roof. Yep, beautiful. We break this. Oh, okay. Order of operations does matter. All right, there we go. And it's chunk loading. Back through we go. Yep, and so you can see that the minecart's just repeatedly going through. That means that is in fact chunk loading. And now I get to hang out here, chill out for a while, relax, and gather 1 bazillion silverfish. Alright, I've been AFKing for about 30 minutes, and according to my entity counter, which it's counting some bats which are flying around in my field of view, there's 89 entities around me. Now what I want to look at really quick is look at the ground. There's no slimes, there's no creepers, there's no skeletons, there's no zombies, there's no witches, there's no spiders. There's no hostile mobs spawning below me. And it's nighttime. It's becoming day, but it's nighttime. There's also no slimes, which I already said, but I'm so excited. So what this is showing is that currently this is working. Now the real test of this is going to be when we leave the spawner after we've spawned in enough mobs, and to see whether or not it continues to work. Sitting here AFKing for a while, and then most importantly, whenever you leave this contraption, you have to leave via the nether. You cannot fly away from it in the overworld. I need to go through the nether, through our little portal, and then fly across the nether, find our nether roof portals that'll take us home, and go home through there, through our portal to the villager coliseum. That's really important to make sure that you don't despawn all of the silverfish as you fly away. Because what the chunk loader does is it keeps this chunk as a lazy chunk, air quotes, lazy chunk, and loads mobs in the lazy chunk so that it doesn't despawn. But if you manually fly away from it, it stops being a lazy chunk, the mobs despawn. Alright, I will be back later and show you the results. Alright, we just came through the portal. Of course it's raining, you know, just to make things difficult, but if you look, there are no... Oh, there's slimes! Oh, is it not working? Oh, why is it not working? Oh, I thought it had been working. Alright, we may have to go back through and see what's going on. I really hope this worked and isn't just like a weird fluke. We definitely didn't get too close to it. Alright, let's go back through and see what happened. Yep. Okay, so I ended up going back to the base, and when I came through the portal, all of our mobs continued to spawn. There were still slimes and things that we didn't want. So I ended up coming back here, and as it turns out, my portal was actually a little bit too close. And because it was too close, we were loading mobs in an active chunk instead of a lazy chunk. So I moved it a whole chunk backwards, and now it's working perfectly fine. And I just came here to spawn some more mobs in, get the whole system ready to go, and then we can fly really quick back, and I'll show you that it's working. And as you can see from the lack of slimes, our mob switch is working beautifully, which means we have exactly enough time to go up to the terraforming project and lay out the footprint for our castle build, so we can kind of see exactly what we're going to be getting into. And about 40 minutes later, we have a layout for our castle. So this is what our footprint's going to look like. There is a gatehouse, lots of rooms all around the outside, along with some guard towers, and a large interior courtyard that we'll be able to decorate and maybe have some like horse posts and like little carts and maybe like an archery practice area, you know, all kinds of different stuff. So this is going to be a really cool build, and I'm so excited to work on it without slimes attacking me every single moment of every single day. And I think what we've done here is really give ourselves a really big project. This is going to take a long time. We have so much terraforming that'll need to go around this to make it look nice, but that's okay. We're working on this one step at a time. We're taking it slow, and I'm excited to see where we go with it. Thank you all so much for watching today. I had such a great time, and again, I'm going to link Ianxofours' video in the description. So please go check out his video. He does such a better job than I ever did of explaining how one of those farms works and the mechanics behind it, how lazy chunks work, why they work, and sort of everything you need to know about how to build a mob switch and the different options. I do plan on posting a video hopefully soon, depending on my IRL schedule, of a quick block by block tutorial of how to build the farm, because I did kind of glaze over how to make the mob switch, mostly because I was being attacked by Silverfish and I didn't feel like dealing with it, but it's fine. But I will be releasing that video hopefully soon. But again, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me out, and it helps out the channel so much. And thank you so much again. I've been SmoLCatzZ. Have a great night.